It was a small college town, tucked between quiet hills and pine trees, Moscow, Idaho. Cold air sliding off the mountains that night. The kind of stillness that holds its breath before something breaks. Inside a 3-story house on King Road, 4 students were home. Laughter earlier in the evening. Music. Lights glowing faintly through the kitchen blinds. It was a weekend like many before. Nothing that should have been remembered beyond sunrise. But somewhere between 2 and 4 in the morning, someone moved through the shadows of that house. Quiet steps, a gloved hand on a doorknob, a knife carried like a secret. No one in the neighborhood heard a scream. The wind carried everything away. By dawn, the sky had turned silver and cold. A friend came by, then another. Calls were made to phones that never answered. Police arrived just before noon. The house felt heavy, windows closed. Doors slightly ajar. Inside were scenes that even trained officers struggled to describe. 4 students gone, each in a different room, each caught in a moment that should never have happened. The news spread faster than anyone could process. A town that rarely saw anything beyond parking tickets now swarmed with flashing lights. Crime scene tape, reporters, neighbors whispering over fences. People said the air changed that day, that the wind itself grew cautious. King Road became more than a street. It became a line drawn between before and after. Detectives began marking the floors. Photographers whispered coordinates. The chief of police stood outside his car for a long time, staring at the windows. Every few seconds, his radio hissed. Every few seconds, another officer walked out with eyes that refused to meet his. The victims were young, bright faces on social feeds now frozen in time. Friends, roommates, people whose only crime was living in the same house. By nightfall, candles began appearing on the campus steps. Names written on paper bags glowing from within. Students walked past quietly. No one spoke loudly. Everyone looked at each other with the same question in their eyes. Who could walk into a home full of life and leave it silent? The coroner's van pulled away under police escort. Snow started to fall light as dust. A professor watching from across the street whispered, "It feels like the world tilted a little." And somewhere in that same town, someone walked home. Maybe washed their hands. Maybe slept like nothing had happened. While 4 families across the country waited for calls that would never come. The night ended, but the story had only begun.